What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, check this out, man. So everyone, it's kind of died down a little bit, but speed, right? SSD, download speed, all this all this other stuff. Both these consoles, as far as the PS5 and the Xbox Series X go, download things extremely fast, right? And as far as when it comes to gaming on cloud, Stadia is really fast as well, as far as getting into a game and all that other stuff. Okay. Now, if you're talking about installation, then obviously when you're playing something like Stadia, there is no installation, so it downloads really quick. xCloud takes a while to actually get into the game compared to Stadia, but it's still faster than actually downloading the game to the hard drive. Same thing with PS Now. PS Now, when you're streaming the game, it's way faster than actually downloading that game to the PlayStation 5 or the PS4 or whatever. But once your game is downloaded onto the console, or once the game is downloaded onto the PC, getting into that game is pretty quick. Let me not talk about PC. Let me stick with console, right? Because my PC is actually not that fast. But the PS5 is extremely fast. The Xbox Series X is extremely fast. And for all intents and purposes, I guess I could compare it. The PS4 Pro is pretty fast as well. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll compare how fast the PS4 Pro is, how slow it really is compared to the other stuff. And I don't even have an SSD in it. I just got the regular hard drive that it came with. But regardless, speed, right? We didn't think speed was something that was that big of a deal until you got it. So I know a lot of us, once we experienced quick resume, it was like, oh my God, like how did we even live without quick resume? And for people that are busy, right, extremely busy, when you come home and you're like, okay, how much time I got before the next event or the next thing I got to do? Okay, I got an hour, right? And you could just jump into that game instantly. Every second, every minute counts, and that speed does matter. So it's funny because there's things that these companies do that were kind of like, I don't know why they care about that. Like, for instance, 4K and ray tracing. I think a lot of us can honestly say that whole 4K ray tracing thing we really don't care about. We would prefer performance over anything else, right? Like higher frames over anything else. But when it came to this whole speed thing, we were used to just downloading a game, knew it was going to take a while. We were used to going into a game, knowing that we would have to go through the screens or whatever, and we were fine with it until they introduced this to us. And now going back to an older game or an older console and seeing it boot up and seeing how long it takes is a little bit different. It's a little bit weird. So we appreciate the speed. I'm just curious to see if there's anyone else that kind of looks at this speed thing as not really that big of a deal. You know, like does it what's the feature, I guess, from the PS5 and the Xbox Series X that to you didn't even want, and now that you have it, you're like, okay, yeah, I definitely want this and I want this going forward. For me, it's definitely the speed. I love being able to turn on my Xbox Series X and it's just on, like, boom, quick, right? I like how snappy it is going to an app, everything. I like getting into a game, how fast it is. Even if I boot up a game from scratch that's not on my quick resume rotation, it's still extremely fast. PS5, same thing, extremely fast as well. So let me know what thing this generation are you liking that you didn't think you needed or you wanted, that you're actually kind of like, yeah, I'm glad they actually did this and I'm excited for it. The only thing that you can't mention is the DualSense controller, because that's trash. I'm kidding. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.